So I'm gonna share my 3 best NGT patterns. Hitting a stop, the stock will rally to its high. Think about you trading at this place and your stop is exactly below this candle. Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Shyam Isaiah. I hope you're doing great. So in this video, I'm gonna share my personal strategy that's helped me to outsmart trading, be it the swing trading or intraday. So I'm gonna share my 3 best NGT patterns. So the first pattern would be the channel pattern. So the second pattern is inside triangle patterns, and the third pattern is broadening patterns. So I'll be sharing you the stocks that I personally traded by using this strategy as an example to you guys. So I plan to do this video in 2 parts. So the second part will be released in upcoming days. So if you're watching the video for the first time, please do hit the subscribe button and please do like and please do comment if you have any doubts. Hello friends. Before going on with the trading strategy, please do have a note and a pen and note it down. It will help you guys in the future. So let's dive into the trading strategy. So the first strategy that has helped me to gain amount of money in trading is the channel pattern. So a channel pattern looks like this. Say for example, if a stock comes down and stock went up, okay, and then what happened? The stock came down due to some other reasons, and the buyers brought in, and stock started to rally, right? And the stock started to go up, and then due to the supply or the resistance, the stock fell down, and then the stock started to go up, and stock started to come down. Okay, this is just a normal scenario that would take place. So what do you see? You see you see a bottom, right? You see a bottom whenever the price comes down, the stock is going up, right? Whenever the stock comes down, the stock is going up. And when the stock comes up, there is a selling pressure over this place. You're getting the point. So when we see this, we just see something is happening at this place, right? We see something is happening over this place. So what we see one thing is when the stock came here, the stock started to rally. When the stock came here, the stock started to go up. When the stock came here, the stock started to go up. And then the stock came here, the stock went up. The stock When the stock came here, the stock is going up. And you see in the top there is a good resistance, right? There is a good amount of resistance over this place on the top side. This pattern will be formed once this one, two, three. When there is, three touches, we see one, right? We see two touches, we see three touches, right? When this touch happening over this place, we're gonna enter here and we're gonna sell it exactly over this place. You're getting the point. So our entry will be over this place if there is a good green color candle, and our stop loss would be just below the swing low, and then we're gonna exit it at this top channel pattern. So I will explain this with the examples that I've traded on. This is just Ajanta Pharma. I've recently booked the profits of more than 11,000 in this trade. So you see just a normal price movement, right? You see the stock went up and the stock started to consolidate and stock started to go up and stock started to come down and the stock went up and stock came down, right? So how could we see a pattern over this place? When we go to the weekly time frame, we just see a good channel pattern over this place, right? So you see a good channel pattern over this place. Okay, you see a top resistance over this place, right? Okay, where did I trade the stock? Say, what did I say? We want just two confirmation, right? One, this is one, and this is two, right? On the third attempt, we're gonna enter into the stock, isn't it? So where did it happen? The stock came here, and the stock made a good green color candle over this place. So our entry is activated. So I entered over this place, and I kept my stop loss below this swing low, exact swing low, okay? And then I exited at this place. So I made overall risk to reward of more than 1:3, right? Over this trade. This is one of the simplest channel pattern that you could have traded. So the next stock in my watch list, as an example, is the Tata Chemicals. Okay, I've traded Tata Chemicals 3 months back. So You see just a simple stock, right? The resistance at the top, and you see at the supply at the bottom side, right? So how did I trade this stock? Say this stock went up from here, and second time when it came here to this place, the stock rallied, right? So put this I put this channel on the downside and waited for the price to touch this place. Okay. And when the stock touched this place, I entered it. Okay, this was my entry over this green color candle, and my stop loss was below this candle, and I booked the trade exactly at this place. Okay, I found a good resistance over this place, so I exited it. So I could have exited it here, but I made a profit of more than 1:3 over this place. This is how you can make a good amount or a decent amount of return in this using this strategy. So the next stock is KNR construction. Okay, what do you see in KNR construction? So you see, right? You see a simple little channel pattern on the downside, right? And what do you see? You see here, right? Okay. So when the stock came down to this place, the stock started to rally, and stock came down, and I'm making a new swing low, and stock started to rally, making a new high, right? And took a resistance and came down. So what did I say? The third attempt we're gonna enter into the stock. 1, 2, 3, right? So where my entry was on here. So I entered it exactly over this place. Over this, you see a green color candle, right? Over this place. So that was my entry, and my stop loss was below this green color candle, and then I booked my profit exactly at this red color candle over this place. So you see, right? A simple channel pattern can make you a good or a decent amount of return in trading, right? So the next stock is Bajaj Holdings. So what do you see in Bajaj Holdings? So you see, right? The stock has been on a continuous uptrend from June 2022, right? So what do you see? I see this. So where could we enter on the third attempt, right? So the first attempt it made, and this is the first and second touch, and we're going to enter into the third touch. So you see this is not a channel pattern. Okay, so this we consider as a channel pattern. So we have two touch and we have the third touch over this place. So our entry was on this red color candle, and our stop loss could be on the low of this candle, and our target could be on the high of this candle. So we have made 1:4 risk to reward over this trade. So this is one of the example. This is Tube Investment Company. What do you see? So I see a simple channel on the downside, and we see a channel on the upside, right? So we see a multiple resistance over this place, right? We see multiple resistance over this place. What do you see on the downside? We see a good move to move, right? Okay, whenever the stock comes here, the stock started to go up. Whenever, whenever the stock comes down, it goes up, right? So our entry was on the third touch, isn't it? So this is the first touch and this is the second touch, right? And when the stock came down, so our entry could be exactly on this green color candle. Our stop loss could be on the low of this candle. Okay, our target could be this. So we are just making 1:3 on this trade, right? One of the good return we are getting for every trade. So the next thing is Britannia. We see Britannia also the same thing. So we see, right, one, this is two, and the third time when it came here, what are we gonna do? We're gonna just enter here, and we're gonna put our stop loss at the downside, and we're gonna make it, right? So where our exit could be, our exit is on the top channel pattern. You're getting the point. Here we how much we have made? We have made 1:3, close to 1:3, right? We have losses also. So you see this Affel India, right? So you see here, this is one of the stock that I traded and I made loss of 4%, 4 to 5% over this trade. So you see this is channel pattern, right? So this is first touch and this is second touch. And what happened? We're gonna enter at the third time, right? So this is where we're gonna enter. So that is where I entered the stock, and the stock gave me a loss, right? This is just one trade, and the next trade is Tata Communication. So you see a good loving pattern over this place, right? But what went wrong? So my analysis was perfect. My analysis was good. What happened? One, two, one touch, second touch, and what did I say? We're gonna enter at the third time, right? So this time it gave a good green color candle over this place, right? So I entered it here. So and then what happened? I put my stop loss below this candle, and what happened on the daily time frame? So you see, right, a good red color candle over this place. This happened because of the budget. Sorry, because of the election, and it gave a loss of 4,000 for me here. And no, the stock started to go up. This will happen. We can't do anything, but we have to accept our losses and move on. So this is all about the channel pattern. So the next pattern that has helped me to gain most amount of money in trading, that is inside triangle patterns, I name it. So how to trade an inside triangle patterns? We'll go back to the basics of triangle patterns. So what happens, say for example, if a stock is going up pretty well, okay? And then what happens, due to some reason, the seller sells the stock and there is a good supply. And what happens is, due to the buyer's demand, the buyers thinks that, okay, it is a good price to buy at this place. So the stock rallies, okay? And then what happens, the stock comes down due to the extreme selling pressure of at this place. And then due to the buyers over this place, they thought they have a good entry. So what happens? A new buyers will enter at this place, and old buyers are also there at this place, right? Sitting onto the stock. What they do, they are also re-enter the stock, and the stock rallies. And then the stock comes down, and say for example, stocks break out and give a huge move towards the upside. So how are we gonna trade this? What do I see? I see just a simple demand zone on the downside or the support zone, right? Exactly. And then what do I see? I see the touches one, two, three touches on the top side, right? So how are we gonna trade? So many financial content or financial, advisor gonna tell you you're gonna enter at the breakout. Or say for example, if there is a stock breaking out, they'll put in headlines saying you're gonna enter at this place after the breakout, and the stock gonna give you 30% return, 20% return, and multi-year breakout, right? Every people who comes to trading or who knows about trading will comes to know about triangle patterns, isn't it? So, say for example, the moment you enter the stock, or you might have traded a triangle pattern, isn't it? So, if a stock is going up after the breakout you enter, the stock will come down exactly and hit your stops here, right? Probably your stops will be here at this place. And what happens after hitting your stop, the stock will rally towards its high. That is the common scenario that you would have experienced in trading triangle patterns. So, how are we going to trade these triangle patterns more securely and more profitably, right? You're going to gain more returns. So, we're going to enter at this place. When you see the stock, right? The stock came up to this place and the stock came down. And stock went up to its high and the stock came down, right? And went up and came down. So, where are you going to enter? We're going to enter at the third time. So, you see the first time, right? Here, over this place. So when stock came first time, the second time, and our entry would be activated at the third time. When there is a good green color candle, we're going to enter it here and we're going to put our stop loss below this support. Okay, so when we are getting out, when we are getting stop out, okay, or when we are making loss, there are many people who are making loss. So you see more demand over there, right? So new buyers and the old buyers have been sitting huge on the stock. And when you see here, right, at this place, the buyers have been getting their punched in huge orders for this place because that's why the stock has rallied. You're getting the point. So when you're gonna enter here, you're gonna wait for the breakout. You're gonna rally the stock. Exit off here after the breakout, and exit here at this place when there is a good red color candle. This is how you're gonna trade the triangle patterns. Not blindly, you're gonna trade it after when it breaks out. Because when you do that, what happens? The institutional buyers knows, the institutional players or the domestic players who have huge cash in their pockets knows about this is going to happen like this. I'll just drag it to some of the examples that I've traded. Okay, this examples, I've made profits on this. So the first example is on the Hindustan Petroleum. So how did I trade this stock? So the stock I found out in weekly time frame. What do you see? I see this. Okay. And what about on top side? I see this one. You see simple triangle pattern, right? This is just a triangle pattern, isn't it? How did I trade this stock? We'll go to the daily time frame. So you see, right, when the stock came here and the stock rallied towards its high, and stock came down and I made a good consolidation and stock rallied up. So what did I say? We're gonna enter at the third time, right? So I never entered at this place because due to this good red, big red candle. So I waited for the stock to have a retracement. So I entered exactly on this green color candle. You see a good green color candle right here over this place. So I entered at this place. So I kept my stop loss below the swing low, okay, over this place, and I exited it exactly at this place. So I made more than 18% over this trade, and this is just live example. And just we'll go with the next trade. Okay, this is based on the HDFC Bank. So if I've not watched the HDFC Bank video, that I made more than 10,000 in the stock. So please do watch it in my YouTube channel. I uploaded it. How did I trade the stock? So I traded, based on this. You see, right? You see a simple triangle pattern. So first touch, right? Second touch, and what are you gonna do? We're gonna enter at the third touch over this place, right? So how did I enter? I entered exactly at this green color candle, and I took my stop loss, kept my stop loss exactly below this candle, and my target was at this place. So I made 1:3 in this trade. So coming back to Max Financial Services, in this stock I made more than 12,000. I've explained in detail about this. How did I trade this stock in my YouTube channel? You can just watch it. So this is just a simple. So when the stock came, one touch and second touch, right, and third touch we're gonna enter. I just exactly entered at this place and sold it exactly at this place. So the next stock is Ashok Leyland. So how did I trade this stock? So going back to the daily time frame, what do you see? I see a simple triangle pattern over this place. All right, traded this stock. So you see, right, one touch and the second touch, the stock went up, and the third touch, right, over this place. So where did I enter? I enter on this simple little pin bar red color candle. You see a red color candle right over this place. I entered it here, and I know I kept my stop loss exactly below this, and I exited it here at this place. And then I traded one more time the same stock when the stock came over this place. So this was one of my mistake here. Not trade multiple times, okay? Getting the point. I exited here. My stop was exactly at this place. My target was here at this place. And the stock hit my stop loss. And then the stock went up, right? So that's the next thing. So coming back to the torrent power, I explained detailedly on the YouTube video that I uploaded previously. You can just watch out it. So this is just a simple triangle pattern, and then there was good green color candle at this place. The third time I entered it here, I kept my stop loss below the swing low, and I made 1:3. Okay, coming back to the next stock. So what do you see in Indalco? I see this at this place, and then at the downside I see this. Okay, so this where did I traded this stock? You see, right, the stock 1 2, and when the stock gave a good breakout here at this candle, I entered it and I kept my stop loss below this, and I made a good decent amount at this place, and I exited it exactly at this red color candle. So coming back to the next stop, so Havels, I've explained this detailed trade on my Instagram. If you want to know about how did I traded the stock, you can just watch my Instagram page. You can know about it. Okay, so how did I traded the stock? So when the stock rallied first time, second touch, and third touch, right, we're gonna enter it exactly at this place. I entered it here. Okay, and my stop loss was exactly below this swing low, and I exited it here at this place, and I made a 1 to 2.6, where it adds up to 11%. And then just an example which I've not traded. You see, right? First test the stock went up, and second test the stock came down and stock went up, right? And the third time, so we are supposed to enter it here, right? So our entry would be on this green color candle, and our stop loss would be below this, and our target is exactly at this place. So we made a decent amount, 1:4, if you are entering this stock. So coming back to Dabar, what do you see in Dabar? You see a simple, good looking triangle pattern, right? One, two, and then third touch, right? You're gonna enter it here, and you're gonna exit it at this place. Getting the point? Yeah. Coming back to the next trade. So this is one of the trade that I missed to enter, but the stock has rallied up. Yeah. So the first time the stock went up, and the second time the stock also went up, right? And then the stock was been consolidating at this place, and then the stock rallied towards its high, and the stock came down a third time. So we entered it. If we could have entered it here, we should have exited it exactly at this place, and we could have made a decent amount of money. So coming back to the ICICI Prudential, so what do you see? You see a simple little triangle pattern. Our entry could be on this green color candle, and our target could be here at this place, right? And the next trade. So this is one of the trade that I've taken. Breakout. What do you see? You see a simple little triangle pattern, right? And where our entry was at this exactly at this place, and our stop loss was below this candle, and our target was exactly at this place. Okay, what do you see here? Say for example, if I'm trading the breakout stock, I'm I'm just making 1:2, close to 2, right? But think about you trading at this place, and your stop is exactly below this candle, below this, right? How your profits could be more, right? More, isn't it? Coming back to the next one. So you see one of the perfect triangle pattern over this place. What do I see? I see this. So where our entry was on the daily time frame. What do I see here? I see a simple head and shoulder pattern, right? And then I exactly entered over this place, and my stop was below this, and my target was exactly at this place. So this is one of the stock that I booked loss. So how did I trade this stock? So you see, right, a simple little triangle pattern, and you see supports at the bottom, right? I just entered exactly at this breakout on the 1 day time frame, and my stop loss was exactly below this, and my target was exactly at this place. But what happened? It hit my stop loss. I thought exactly at this place the market is going to go down, or the stock is going to go down. I booked the loss, and then the stock rallied. This is just a play game of the institutional players and the domestic players who has huge cash in their pockets. And then coming back to the next example where I made losses. So what do you see in the stock? You see, right? You see this, isn't it? This is the first touch, right? And then the stock touched it second time, and the stock rallied, right? And then the stock came down towards this place third time, and it made a good green color candle over this place. My entry was here, and my stop was exactly below this, and I booked a loss over this trade. And coming back to the next loss, so this is Menon bearings. I guess I pronounced it properly. Okay, so what do you see here? You see supports at the bottom, and you see resistance at the top, right? So how did I trade the stock? You see the first time the stock went up and it came down, right? And then the stock rallied towards its high, isn't it? And then the stock came down the third time. So my entry was exactly at this place, and my stop was here, or the stop loss. My target was exactly at the break of this triangle pattern, where I could have made 1:3, but I booked a loss of 5% to 6. So this is one of the examples. And then the second trade is Adani Total Gas. How did I take up a trade? So what do you see? You see on the bottom supports, right? And what do you see on the top? You see resistance on the top. So it's just a good triangle pattern, right? So where did I enter? So this is just 1, 2, and 3, right? My entry was exactly at this place. Okay, you see a good green color candle, right? And my stop was exactly at this place. Now I booked the loss here at this place. So this is all about the examples about profits and losses that I made using inside triangle patterns. So you can also do the same just through analysis and forecasting. So if you're watching the video for the first time, please do the subscribe button. And if you've learned something new, please do like the video. And please do wait for the part 2 video where I'll be explaining the detail of how I used broadening patterns to make a good decent amount in trading. I hope you do so. And if you have any doubts, please do let me know in the comment section. I would love to clarify the doubts. Thank you guys for watching.